So today I'm going to show you how to make a magic circle. So when people start out, magic circles are normally tricky, but it needn't be, and I'm going to show you a very easy way of making the magic circle. So to start, we need our yarn. I've just got a small ball here and our crochet needle. Now, it doesn't matter what size crochet hook you have or what size yarn you are using. It will be the same no matter which you use. So first off, we're going to hold our yarn like this, and then we are going to make sure we've got about 2-3 inches, and then we're just going to let it drop like that. We're going to hold our fingers like so, and we're going to hold the yarn with our thumb to keep it in place. Then we're going to wrap around our fingers like so. I'll show you one more time. So hold your yarn, thumb together over your fingers, wrap over. Now it's formed a cross at the back, and a lot of people will show you to form a cross at the front. I find it easier to use my cross at the back, just so that I can see where my needle's going. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert my needle through the very first yarn you come to, but then over the top of the second. I'm then going to turn my hook and I'm going to pull it through. So I've formed a loop, and then you are going to come over to here. Let me show you. Come over to here, and what I like to do is keep the what I call the working yarn, so this is the yarn that's attached to the ball, in between my little finger and my fourth finger. And then what I can do then is then lift that up. So if I show you, so we've got our loop and we're going to lift that up. Once that's under our hook, we're going to pull through that loop, and then there is the start of our magic circle. So I'll show you one more time. So wrap around, hold the wool like so, underneath, over, pull, and then grab your working yarn, oops a daisy, and you're going to pull through. Then we have our magic circle. Now if we want to crochet inside of this, we are going to yarn over, pull through the magic loop, and as you can see, we're going over the loop and the tail that's hanging down, and we're going to pull through the first 2 loops and then pull through again, and there's 1 double crochet. I'll do 8. There's 1, there's 2. Yarn over, under, pull through, oops, through the first, oops a daisy, three. And you can do single crochets or double crochets. I tend to do double crochets. You can do a single. Oops, we're a bit stuck. And there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still going over our tail. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and our final one. Now if you do get a little straggler like that, you can just thread that over the top and it won't affect your circle at all. So there we go. So now you find you have your circle like so. So obviously you want to join your circle up. So we're literally, if this is our crocheted circle, this tail here, which has got nothing attached, is what we're going to pull. So I like to hold where we've crocheted and very gently pull, and you will see it's coming together. Now you can join it on just by going through our very first crochet, and we're going to pull through the loop through both ends like so. Once you've got to that stage, you can just keep tugging and tighten it up, and then you should have a nice neat circle. And there you go, there's our magic circle. Very, very easy to do once you get the hang of it. Now if you can't get the hang of it, there is an alternative thing that we can do. If I just frog that, what you can do is you can, using the same process, we are going to chain 4, or however big you need your circle to be, and then insert your hook into the very first crochet and pull through. And then what you can do is hold the tail out of the way. You can crochet over it if you wish, and you can go into the center, and then you can crochet through the center of your circle, and you can do it that way. I've just gone through my loop, hang on, bear with me. So crochet over, in through the center, and then pull through, and that will give you the same effect. The only difference is when you haven't done a magic circle, you do tend to have a little gap in the circle. I'll just show you if I do 8 in there. Oops. There's 2. There's 3. 4. 5. Oops, hold my tail out of the way. 6, 7, and final one, 8, and then again in through our first crochet, pull through and pull through. So again, it's created the same circle, but you have got this little gap here. So it all just depends on whether you want the gap. Some people prefer the little gap and some patterns will request that little gap so that you can work in there as well. So depending on your pattern, you may see both. But that's how we can resolve the magic ring if we can't get our head around the magic ring. So I hope that's helpful. Please like if you found this helpful, and I will share more tutorials. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.